Hello and welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Millicent Walker. Coming up on the program, Magistrate Court in Bayelsa State remands 2 suspected false whistleblowers. Kogi State Government explains detailed disbursement of 85.5 million naira social intervention fund. Delta State pensioners protest non-payment of pension benefits. A magistrate court in Bayelsa State has remanded 2 suspected false whistleblowers in prison custody in Yenagoa, the state capital. The suspects are Mr. Francis Babatunde, John James and one Obiene Matthew, who is now at large. They were arraigned before the magistrate Mary Johnson for false accusation against Mr. Moses Oruaze, the younger brother to the Bayelsa State governor. The accused persons had on the 24th of September this year reported to the police in Bayelsa State that the said Moses Oruaze had in his possession illegal firearms. They pleaded guilty to the 2-count charge leveled against them. The case has been adjourned to the 24th of October for the final judgment. And away from the judiciary in Kogi State, government officials have been speaking on how 85.5 million naira social development loan was disbursed to about 1.6 million traders, artisans, cooperatives, youth and farmers in the state. The special advisor to the Kogi State governor on multilateral donor agencies and social investment programs, Mr. Adoga Ibrahim, explains that over 1,000 beneficiaries have benefited from the scheme.
Government Enterprise and Empowerment Program, GEEP, is one of the social intervention programs of the federal government executed by the Bank of Industry. Through the initiative, the government aims to promote financial inclusion and access to credit for over 1.6 million traders, artisans, cooperatives, youth and farmers. Kogi State in north-central Nigeria is one of the states benefiting from the scheme. This media briefing in Lokoja, the state capital, is to update journalists and heads of cooperatives on the disbursements of the fund.
Most of the people that are receiving their loans now, this week, are as a result of the technological process that we have re-energized. Now that we have found the code for success, we expect that by the end of October, we would have recorded close to 5,000 to 10,000 people who would have directly gotten loans from the GEEP program.
Team leaders for similar government intervention programs advocate for wider subscription.
It might be 15 in the cooperative, then like 10 will get allowed, then maybe probably 2, 3, 4 might not go through. So we still have to handle this. So these are some of the reasons, the back-end reasons, why we don't get at the same time. But it doesn't mean that these people are not going to benefit.
We are grateful to our governor. He supplies all our needs, including power. So we have 24-hour power there, we have internet, and we have hard-working team members that are working.
Help us look into those that have not gotten, especially the ones that got the first form.
Over 130,000 application forms for the microcredit facility have been deployed to the 21 local government areas of the state. And the traders are optimistic about the scheme.
Let's go over to Imo State, where the governor, Mr. Rochester Crota, has redeemed the 10 million naira pledge to victims of the Benue flood. The representative to the governor, Mr. Ngunan Adengi, presented the check to the government of Benue State. Chairman of the Flood Disaster Management Committee expressed gratitude for the timely intervention.
True to his word, he decided that he was going to send the money back to the state so that he would redeem that pledge. So it's not like he just came and talked and left. And then when I was in Imo State, he decided that he would give me the check to bring it and make that presentation officially so that they know that he has redeemed his pledge.
I want to thank the governor of Imo State, the Owele, for this wonderful gesture, and to urge him to continue with his humanitarian activities And we in Benue State are grateful for this 10 million naira gift that he has given for the relief of our flood victims.
And staying with natural disasters, this time in Edo State, the Governor, Godwin Obaseki, has reassured all communities affected by flood that a team have been deployed to evaluate the situation and mobilize relief materials for victims. Mr. Obaseki reveals that the state's emergency management agency will be repositioned to ensure that communities affected are properly taken care of. He further appeals to the people to move to a higher ground so as to avoid the risk of being submerged during heavy rainfall or overflow from riverbank. While staying in Edo State, the governor is tasking newly recruited staffs into the workforce of the State's Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, on efficient service delivery and accountability. Governor Obaseki says strong institutions are needed to sustain his administration's educational policies towards repositioning basic education in the state. The governor regrets that SUBEB across the country has been turned into a political tool to the detriment of the educational well-being of the Nigerian child. Well, to Abia State, southeast Nigeria, the Nigerian army is not only thinking about securing the nation's territory, but they've also found it necessary to care for the people's well-being. This is why they have carried out a free medical care to some residents in the state. The General Officer commanding 8-2 Division, Nigerian Army, Enugu, Major General Adamu Abubakar, says the health initiative is a gesture that is incorporated as part of Operation Python Dance 2 exercise.
Looking at the pregnant women to be safe and run away from malaria and other illnesses that may hamper their pregnancy. Because of that, we're here with hundreds of mosquito nets for the women. Also, we're looking at the elderly that have issues with their eyes, issues of rheumatism, arthritis, which is related to age. We have a physiotherapist here to take good care of that. Also, other ailments that we believe we have more than enough capacity to handle.
As Nigeria marks the 2017 National Nutrition Week in Abuja, the wife of the president, Aisha Buhari, is advocating for the need to increase funding for government's nutritional programs to reducing the number of malnourished children in the country. Mrs. Aisha Buhari, who is represented by the former Deputy Governor of Plateau State, describes the indices of chronically malnourished children in Nigeria as an embarrassment needing urgent attention. In the same vein, the Minister of State for Budget and National Planning explains that investment in nutrition will help reduce the annual monetary budget for the health sector.
Every man and woman and all children have the right to be free from hunger and malnutrition in order to develop fully and maintain their physical and mental faculties. The theme and slogan for this year's Nutrition Week is Improved Nutrition and Empowerment. Healthy diets, healthy living. We are aware of all the indices of malnutrition and the negative impact on socio-economic development, be it underweight and micronutrient deficiency. What is required is adequate financial, technical, and in-kind resources for implementing necessary programs and projects that will dramatically improve our nutritional situation as a nation.
And it makes investment in nutrition imperative in the most desired economic recovery and growth in the country, as encapsulated in the ERGP. I am saying that investment in nutrition is investment in human capacity development, investment in education, investment in increased productivity, and assurance for steady, sustainable growth in our country. Celebration of the Nutrition Week was approved by the Minister of Budget and National Planning last year as an annual event to provide a platform for intensifying awareness on the importance of food and nutrition, on child survival, on women's nutrition, and its impact on development, productivity, economic growth, as well as our national development.
And when news across Nigeria returns, Dr. Babatunde Paye, the Commissioner for Health, Ogun State, joins us to throw more light on the new mobile clinic for free tuberculosis treatment and preventive service. That's in a moment.